Hey folks, Kellen Nitro here, and what a great match it was between Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler. This is my take on the Mae Young Classic final for 2017 that aired live on the WWE Network on September 12th, 2017 from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Love the psychology in this match. You had Shayna Baszler working on Kairi Sane's elbow so that Kairi Sane couldn't hit the elbow finisher that she's noted for off the top rope. Whereas Kairi Sane was working in the rib section on Baszler, so Baszler can go after her submission moves and such, and try to end the match like she had so many times before in the first round. So it was kind of a little tit-for-tat action. It was the game of human chess, as Larry Zbyszko used to say back in the old WCW days. Kairi Sane got the win. The match itself, I think, timed out to be about 24-25 minutes long, so it was a nice long match. It seemed like that, at least. They gave, actually, you know what, come to think of it, scratch that, probably more like a 15-minute match. That was more of a 25 or 26, or that felt like a 25 or 26 minute match. I'll go about 15 or so. I don't know what the official time was. I'm sure the Diva sites and stuff like that will have all that information. The flow of the match was ballistic. I loved just the build to it. It was like an old school Trish versus Lita WWE Raw match from the middle of the 2000s. It was fantastic. Loved it. Of course, Kairi Sane, the benefits of her getting the win is already she's thrown into the NXT, I think it's NXT Houston takeover that's coming up in the fall here. The weekend of Survivor Series for the now vacant NXT Women's title. She's thrown into that match. They announced that right after 205 Live went off the air tonight. And hey, these two are now household names instantly because they made the final. People are going to be talking about them for a long time. Baszler, you're going to see in this horsewoman versus horsewoman feud as it shapes up over the coming weeks or so. Especially as we get closer to Survivor Series. And I think she could be a wild card in all this. I think a lot of people are going to be amazed with how good Shayna Baszler is in a wrestling ring. She's learned her stuff. And it's come a long way since walking out when Shimmer was doing the whole Heart of Shimmer tournament and announcing that she was going to be wrestling a few shows for Shimmer. I think that she's got a good career ahead of her in WWE for sure. And Kairi Sane, same deal. I think that between having her and Asuka, I think the female Japanese contingent in WWE and that fan base will be loving their superstars that they got, because they got Akira Tozawa, Shinsuke Nakamura, Asuka, and now Kairi Sane. So there's really nowhere that they can go wrong on the Japanese front. Those are four tremendous talents, four really unique skill sets, but I think that they all bring something different to the table for sure. And the stereotypical Hakushis or the great Mudas of years past and that stuff have kind of given away, and now we have these hybrid strong style athletes that have come in from Japan, and hey, kudos to them. It's amazing to see them work and see them wrestle every week on WWE TV. Still trying to rub my eyes open to say, really, this is happening? I thought on the tournament as a whole, I thought it was a great tournament. I'll put it right behind the UK tournament as my favorite, I guess, tournament of the year that WWE has produced. They've only done the two, obviously, but that's kind of what I've been looking at. For network specials, they've done way more than that, but a little different this year than the Cruiserweight tournament last year. I thought that they were going to spread this out a little bit more, one show per week type thing, but for them to kind of throw it out there so we can binge watch the first round and then next week binge watch the second and the semis, right, was kind of a cool approach. I would like to see them kind of spread it out a little bit more. Maybe they look at potentially doing a larger tournament next summer, where instead of 32 they bring in 64 or something. So that's something along those lines. But I think that this thing really has legs going forward, and I look forward to see what will happen in the future with the Mae Young Classic. Anyways, that's my take on the Mae Young Classic for 2017. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of the tournament. I'm Killer Nitro. Later days, happy wrestling watching, and hey, rock on.